Lions fans, get ready for two pieces of news that will take your breath away. There's some news that promises to shake up our offense, with a key player finally back, and another unexpected change right before the trade deadline, with a big name arriving to bolster our defense. Will this turn the Lions into a true powerhouse in the NFC? You won't want to miss any details of this turnaround. Leave a like and come with me to check it all out. Jameson Williams is back in action and ready to boost the Detroit Lions offense, following a 2-game suspension for violating the NFL's policy on performance-enhancing substances. The details of what led to his suspension might be murky, but Williams has made the most of his time off, doubling down on his conditioning and sharpening up for a major return. Head coach Dan Campbell has been vocal about Williams' commitment during the hiatus. Campbell shared that although Williams couldn't be out on the practice field, he was fully present, attending meetings, training, and staying engaged with the team's game plan. "We're throwing him back in there," Campbell said, hinting that Williams' reintegration should be seamless. Now he's rejoining a red-hot Lions squad with a 7-1 record, arguably their best start in years. Their offense has been holding its own, but Williams could be that extra punch, especially with his reputation as a serious deep threat. Detroit's next challenge? A tough matchup against the 6'3" Houston Texans, a team with a stingy pass defense that's allowed just 167.4 passing yards per game, ranking third best in the league. This is exactly where Williams' ability to stretch the field could come into play, forcing Houston to keep a close eye on him and freeing up other playmakers. All eyes are on Williams to see how quickly he can settle back in. If he can jump right into the groove, he could be exactly what the Lions need to stay dominant in the NFC North. Plus, his performance won't just be about stats. It'll also make a statement about second chances in the NFL. Will Williams' return be the boost Detroit needs to keep their winning streak alive? We'll find out soon enough. So, what did you think of this first piece of news? Will it make a difference in the next game? Let us know in the comments. And next, we have a second piece of news that promises to be a talking point for the Lions' defense. The Detroit Lions just shook things up right before the trade deadline, pulling in a big name to power up their defense. In a savvy move, the Lions acquired 3-time Pro Bowl defensive end Za'Darius Smith from the Cleveland Browns. Along with Smith, the Lions snagged a 7th-round pick, while the Browns receive a 5th-round and a 6th-round pick in return. Smith, who the Browns got from the Vikings before the 2023 season, was fresh off a solid Pro Bowl season in Minnesota. Cleveland even inked him to a 2-year, $23.5 million extension. But the rumors about a possible trade started swirling weeks ago, and now, here he is, suiting up for Detroit. The Lions had a pressing need on the defensive line after losing Aiden Hutchinson to a season-ending injury, and Smith is just the kind of high-impact player who could fill that void. At 32, Smith's still got it. He's racked up 5.0 sacks through 9 games this season, already close to surpassing his total from last year. His experience and knack for pressuring quarterbacks could be exactly what Detroit needs as they push deeper into the season with the best record in the NFC. With Smith on board, the Lions' defense just got a serious upgrade. Will this Pro Bowl pass rusher help the Lions secure their path to the playoffs? If he can keep up his current form, Detroit's playoff run could get very interesting. As a Lions fan, it's hard not to get excited. If these recent moves translate onto the field, the team has everything it needs to compete seriously for a spot in the playoffs. With the new players arriving, the season is getting even more intense. So subscribe to the channel and stay up to date with all the news about our team, because this season promises to be great.